What's up, T&V fam? Welcome back to T&V Nation. It's your girl, Tawana.
And your boy, Vaughn, and we are back with another video.
Yes.
So we decided everybody's trying it, so we decided we would try it too. But y'all know, Popeye's got that new hot honey chicken.
Yeah, baby.
So we decided to give that a try.
See how we like it.
We're going to get everything out here.
So we were talking about, is this some special sauce they have? Or do they just put their, they have a little packs of honey and packs of hot sauce. Or do they just put their packets of honey and packets of hot sauce and just make it a thing and it's all the hype? We don't know. We shall see. So, because I'm tempted to get my Louisiana hot sauce. Y'all know I'll put that on there.
I'm already a little suspect. A little suspicious.
Why?
Because some of the videos, we always watching y'all's videos. Look how much stuff they put on this.
See, not a lot.
That's a drizzle.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, y'all. We gotta do better.
Yeah, they hardly put none on that leg. My leg got a little more. See? Can y'all see the leg? But, I'm just hoping it's not too sweet. If y'all been watching our videos, y'all know I don't like sweet food. So I'm hoping there's less honey and more of the hot sauce. But we shall see. Ooh, don't knock this down. Our food.
So how many of y'all had this? And what did you think?
Yeah, tell us what your thoughts about it are. Looks like some of the people that we saw, because we just watched a few videos of y'all eating this, y'all liked it. And those of you who liked it tend to eat foods that we like, so I guess we may like it too. So we shall see. I know I'm gonna put this on there. I'm gonna bite it first without it, but I love Popeye's Cajun sprinkles. Do y'all use those? They're so good. Like, I saved some last time and I put them in my food because I just think they're really good. So I think I'm gonna use that, but first I'm gonna taste the food. So we're gonna do a thumbnail before we get to eating though.
Ain't none even on this side. No hot sauce, no honey. Just on that side of the leg.
All right, y'all. You ready to dig in?
Yeah, let's taste at the same time.
Test, honey.
Let's taste a little honey.
I don't really taste no hot. So, go in with these.
I'm gonna be honest though, that's about what I expected.
Yeah, but I expected some hot because I've tasted their hot sauce. Y'all know their hot sauce is a little hot. I think they put more of the honey and less of the hot sauce. And so, it is what it is. I'm not about to get up and get my Louisiana hot sauce. I'm just going to put these sprinkles. And I think she's going to be okay with that.
And that's just this location. I mean, one thing we noticed, it's not even much of a line. And,
yeah, so they might not do right. They just might not do right.
They got a new item. We drove right up to the drive-thru. No line at all.
Yeah, interesting, huh?
So, I don't feel the need to add anything. I mean, I like Popeye's chicken just like that. So, even though I have my mouth set for something different, I'm just going to eat it like that.
It's good like that. I just like to, like I said, I like their Cajun sprinkles, so I just like to add it. And we did get the spicy chicken, so it already has some spice. So, it's not like it doesn't have any spice, And good. Good. And y'all know I'm not really a sweet eater when it comes to food. And so, putting that Cajun sprinkle kind of balances out that honey. Because I don't want to taste all that honey. I just don't.
So what y'all eating tonight? What y'all eating on?
Something good, I know. Y'all eating good stuff. All the time. Y'all, we gonna tell on ourselves. So we just worked out really hard, and now we eat this. You know, hey, at least we did the workout. And I'm so exhausted from the workout. I don't know, have y'all ever worked out with the waist trainer on? I know people do that. Oh my God, I feel like I worked out twice as hard with that thing on than I normally would.
Can any of y'all testify to waist trainers working?
I bet some of y'all will. Comment down below.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can even put your Instagram. We'll look at the pictures.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen people that wore waist trainers for a while, and I saw a difference. So I was convinced. Are you not convinced?
I'm not. Like I've told her, I've seen some version of waist trainers since the 80s. And some of y'all who are older probably, I mean, I remember that thing they used to, I've only seen this on TV, but that thing with the band that women used to wrap around them, it was a big machine, a big contraption, and the thing would vibrate, but it wrapped around their
I don't remember that.
waist. You never saw that? And it was supposed to be like shaking up the fat and making it go away or whatever.
Mm-mm.
The vibratory belt, according to the logic of a real cool informant, is definitely square. Its principle, he asserts, may be traced back to times when the population was wont to dig the shimmy in Vibratesville.
But y'all name one way to lose weight.
I don't know. There's other ways you could pay for it.
Burn. Well, yeah. But without surgery, you burn more than you take in. Now, does this thing claim you ain't got to do none of that, just wear this and you're going to burn fat?
No, it says you still have to work out and eat differently.
But it just speeds it up, makes it happen faster. What?
No, I see mixed reviews about it. It supposedly speeds it up and makes it happen faster. But what it does is, because one review I was just looking at makes a lot of sense to me. It was saying that it's not going to like give you a flat stomach. It doesn't take away fat, but it takes inches off the waist, which is what we want.
So it's redistributing the fat.
I don't know if it's redistributing the fat. I just know that it takes inches off your waist, so there must be some weight loss, because where would the fat go?
In between the organs. That's another thing a lot of us don't know about. There's visceral fat, and then there's some other, I don't know what it's called, but you can have fat between your organs, and that you're not going to see that on the outside.
Really?
But the fat got to go somewhere. If it ain't being burned off, then it's going somewhere.
No, it's being burned out though too, because it makes you sweat, and so I told you there are mixed. There's a lot of different information out there. Some are saying it makes you sweat a lot, so you're losing water weight fast, and so that's what you see. And then some are saying, well, you lose a little bit of weight, so you take some inches off, but it doesn't, get rid of all the fat in your stomach. I mean, I'm sure it works in some way.
Mm-hmm.
He gotta get all scientific, y'all. He always gotta get scientific. Talking about visceral fat and other kind of fat.
Hey. That's what I do.
Yeah.
So I got a story for y'all. Once upon a time, I was on my way to being the next prince.
That's funny, y'all.
I got a story. I'm gonna get to it in a minute, though.
I thought you were about to say you were on your way to being the next president. I was like, I haven't heard this story.
No.
You never wanted to be president?
I don't want to be a politician at all.
Hey, that's what everybody want to do these days.
They want to be president?
How can random people like Donald Trump and Kanye West? Donald Trump wasn't no politician. He was just a man with money and power, and wanted more and more and more.
Well,
What do y'all think he's gonna win the election in November, or do you think Joe Biden and his running mate, Kamala Harris. Gonna win.
That's your sorrow, you know that, don't you?
Well, I'm gonna overlook that part. So, what do y'all think? I want to know about that too. Coming down below. Who gonna win the next presidential election?
I'm keeping my mouth shut.
Why?
This ain't the time or the place.
It's always the time and place for me.
You get some of them sprinkles.
She loves something, huh?
I guess I'm disappointed.
That is not the hot. You should put that 2-time on there. 2-time on that Louisiana hot sauce.
That's all I want. So yeah, y'all. Oh Lord. So it was the summer of 1988. I had just graduated high school. Grew up in a small town. Prince was my favorite artist. And I just knew when I got away from that small town and went off to the big city, because I left Selma going to New Orleans to go to college. And first of all, I was dead set on being an orthopedic surgeon. But on the side, I was going to be a musician.
Bro?
Right? Broke musician. On my way to being a surgeon, though. So
I'm going to say both. You're going to do musician and surgeon.
Oh, I thought you said broke.
Well, that too, but.
Broke musician, yeah. And medical student. That's funny. I didn't really think about that. Both.
Yeah.
I'm going to do both. All I knew is I couldn't wait to get to New Orleans because I knew I had already visited there while I was in high school, you know, with the French club and all that. I had already scoped out the guitar stores. I knew where to go. So, probably within the first 2 months of being there, your boy went and got that conch, perm that hair.
Oh, I wish I could see that.
And it was 88, so Fresh Prince was from the 90s or he started in the 80s?
I think he was 90s, baby.
Kid and Play? I mean, the Hot Top Fade had
Kid
kind
and
of...
Play might have been the late 80s.
I know
But
somebody...
it wasn't no conch. Conch wasn't out.
No. No, Conch was gone. Conch was gone. But Prince was still rocking it. Michael Jackson, he had some kind of curl.
He had some kind of Jerry curl thing.
Y'all know James Brown never stopped rocking his. But anyway, it was all about Prince. It ain't about what the masses were doing. I had to get that perm. So I got that perm. I don't remember how long it took me to get a guitar. But I got a guitar, started teaching myself to play it. Then I met this dude who became my roommate in our second year, our sophomore year. He was a keyboardist, also into Prince, heavily.
How'd that happen?
We just
Wow,
met up
what
in the cafeteria. Okay, now this was a PWI in New Orleans. Big PWI. So y'all know, you know, a lot of the black folks gonna link up. So there wasn't that many of us. So yeah, that's how we met.
Yeah.
Became roommates. But we'd be up late at night writing songs or just trying to figure out how to play Little Red Corvette or some Jimi Hendrix song or something. He was in pre-med too.
Thanks, y'all both wanted to be doctors and musicians. Wow.
Now he was already a musician. Actually,
He was?
He had a band when he was in high school and all that. So he was ahead of the curve.
Did he stay pre-med and go on to medical school? Do you know?
No, he didn't. And that brings us to the next part of my story.
Okay.
So in our sophomore year, the second year of pre-med, this was an extremely competitive pre-med program, by the way, because they also have a medical school. And so they want to weed out the folks that they figure ain't going to make it. So, I mean, it was, oh my God. I remember my first year I had biology, chemistry, calculus 2.
All at the same
All
time?
at the same time. And the biology included like a class during the day and then like a 3-hour lab at night. It was like 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. And we used to joke. I don't know if they still have these, but they had these blackboards in front of the... Of course, I know they don't have blackboards. They have like whiteboards now, but the blackboards were like multiple panels. They were like 9 to 10 panels. And they were right on one. And when they slid it to the side, there was another one behind it. Did y'all hear those?
Mm-mm.
So this fool,
I don't remember that.
I particularly remember the chemistry professor. He would write all these formulas, slide the board over, start writing. And we were all sitting there like trying to follow all these things, trying to write notes. And it was insane. Insane pace. But anyway, somehow we made it through to the second year. And we had genetics. That year, I don't even remember what my class load was, but I know I had genetics. The first test of that semester, I'll never forget this. It's funny, I remember the number. I made a 17 on that test. And my roommate made like a 20-something.
Dang.
So we were like, I'm tired of
Y'all
this.
were done?
We were like, I'm tired of this. We went that day down to whatever office you went to back then, the registrar or whoever, and both changed our majors to music. But we like, we gonna be musicians anyway. We obviously ain't fit to be no
And
doctors.
that's so different. It's like left brain, right brain. Right. Like, how you do both? Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Funny. So, did anyone try to talk y'all out of it? Like, try to get y'all to stay in pre-med?
My mom, so my family did. I don't even know if, I don't think I told them until after I'd already made the switch. But they were like, music? So you paying all this money
But you to study music?
and you gonna study music? Like,
I mean, you went from one extreme to the other, like pre-med to music.
Music. I didn't know what I was doing, y'all. Oh man.
That's funny.
But I kind of want to save the rest of this story because there's more, of course. I want to tell y'all about my journey through studying music because I actually ended up changing schools. When I auditioned at the second school, I met a very famous, I'm just going to say musician. I'm going to say what instrument he played because y'all already know I was in New Orleans, so you're going to know who it was if I say what instrument it was. Met him, had a very terrifying and traumatizing experience auditioning in front of this man. And y'all already know I'm a therapist now. So obviously I didn't become a doctor. I didn't become that orthopedic surgeon or that famous musician. But we're going to save that for the next episode.
That's fine.
So, you know, I know millennials and Generation Z, they are much more purposeful about how they manage their education, how they choose what they're going to do in life. A lot of them are doing the whole, I ain't got to go to college, I'm going to be an entrepreneur. But some of the rest of y'all, or if this applies to you and you are Gen Z or millennial, you have a crazy story about what you thought you were going to become versus what you became, share that with us down in the comments. Because I was all over the place.
I wasn't, which is interesting. I don't have that story because I always knew I was going to be a therapist. Let me just say, there was a lot going on in my house when I was growing up. And
You said somebody got to feed this shit.
I was the calm one, okay? And, hey, Kaden, I ended up being the one who's calm, logical, rational. Fix it. I was the fixer. And then I had friends who always came to me with their problems and stuff, and I always fixed them too. And so I knew that I guess that's what I was supposed to be. So yeah, and I think I made the right choice. I've never wanted to do anything different than that. And you know how when you know that what you're doing is what you've been called to do? I just knew from day one. So I don't have that story, but that's funny.
And the funny thing is, I still love the medical field. I mean, I've worked in med-surg hospitals. I'm not squeamish about procedures. Now, when they're being done on me, that's a little bit different. But watching I used to, when I was a kid, I don't remember what channel that was, Nova. Nova was a show. PBS, that show Nova, when they would show surgeries, like, nothing blurred out. I should sit up and watch that.
Dang, I couldn't watch that. I am definitely squeamish. This is the first time I finished eating before you. Oh, you have more food.
And I was talking.
Yeah. You have the fries and the, what you call it. Yeah. I knew I don't have that story, but I got some stories, funny stories. Yeah. I mean, and sometimes you know what you want to do with your life, and then as you go through life and you kind of change, become someone different from life experiences, and you decide you want to do something different, that happens too, and that's okay. So I don't know if y'all have had that experience, share that too. I mean, I'm always like fascinated by people who've had long successful careers, and then they're like in their 50s and they go back to school. They get a whole other degree. They start a whole new career. Now, actually, I take that back. There was a point in my life after I'd already started my career that I thought about going to law school, because people used to say, "Ooh, you're a good lawyer." Like, I mean, like all women, like, we can argue well. I just love to argue. I can argue well. I can make a case for almost anything. And
Anything.
Yeah, anything. And I was like, I can make money off of this.
You ate your beans and rice?
I ate my beans and rice. And then I was like, no, I'm not going back to school. Who wants? Too much time, too much money. I already like what I do. So I didn't do it. I have no regrets. I like what I do. So yeah, sometimes that happens too, y'all. So if you had a change in career or whatever you chose to do with your life after you were already established and successful, yeah, that'd be interesting to hear. So you can drop that below too. Because sometimes it's a struggle, y'all, trying to pursue your dream versus having what people consider to be a respectable, successful career. And one of the things about the millennials and Gen Z is that they're chasing their dreams. Like, they're just like, some of y'all, full-time YouTubers, making money off of that. Like, making money off of Instagram with sponsors and deals and things like that. Or, y'all, oh my goodness, there are teenagers making millions in the stock market. Like, kids are learning how to trade. They ain't even going to school to learn how to do that. They're learning that just on their own, through their own informal education, making money. So yeah, like, they're not letting people stop them. People probably saying, you need to go get a college degree. I'm not saying don't, because I support and advocate getting a higher education. But I don't think that's the only means to success. I think you can actually do both. I think college is a learning experience beyond academic. So follow your dreams, honey. Don't let nobody tell you can't do whatever you want to do. You could be whoever you want to be, whenever you want to be it.
And that's the thing. I mean, people in our generation and older, it was almost like this. The thought was, without a college education, you ain't like success is defined first and foremost with getting a college education. You got to get an education, get that education. And like she was saying, these younger people they ain't falling for that, so to say. Not that we fail for something, but they've discovered that you can pursue your dreams, pursue your vision, and your vision doesn't necessarily have to include a college degree. Mm-hmm. Like she said, I wouldn't push anybody not to go to college, but I wouldn't push the narrative no longer fits that you gotta go to college. Like that's the baseline,
right?
Because it's not true anymore. And Kamala, I don't want to hear it.
I thought you weren't gonna go there.
Because that's what they always pitch to us: jobs, education, economic development, all these words that don't really mean nothing. Scholarships and all that. Don't come to us with that, sis. Well, you say you wasn't a sister until you decided you were gonna run for president.
Oh yeah.
She was Asian.
Yeah. So my shit. Didn't her daddy disown her or something when she was saying that? Mm-hmm. We ain't gonna go there. So we said we not gonna go there. My chicken is gone. What you mean?
Ain't that right, Richie? I'm looking at your food like Richie be looking. Look at all
what do you eat?
Look at all that skin and goodness she left on there.
You supposed to eat all that? Ooh, y'all.
Look at my thigh. Look at her thigh. Now y'all know. That's a crying shame.
No, I ate everything that's edible off of the chicken.
So the stuff I'm eating ain't edible.
I mean,
your mama never told you people.
He making it edible, y'all.
People starving in Africa. You leaving all that food on the plate. Your mama never said that.
I don't think so.
That's how we ended up fat, wasn't it?
What? Because our parents told us that.
Saying stuff like that. Clean that plate.
We like good food. That's how we ended up fat.
Oh, that's what it is?
Yeah. As we became adults and we chose to eat make our own selections of food and ate good stuff.
Good stuff.
It's hard, y'all, It's hard trying to eat healthy all the time. It's hard trying to lose weight. Because it's like, what do I want more? Do I want to lose that extra 10 pounds, or do I really want them king crabs and the corn? Y'all already know the answer to that. What's the answer to that?
King crab, though, that's high in protein.
It is. It's low in fat, but it's high in sodium, which makes you retain water, which makes it hard to lose weight.
That'll be gone the next day. Yeah.
No,
that's what my trainer used to tell me. That's just water weight. I mean, not that you would encourage somebody to do that, but
it doesn't go away the next day. Especially, maybe for women, y'all know.
The next day,
on to water weight.
The next day, the number on that scale is gonna be higher.
Oh yeah.
Used to have me weighing every day.
Oh yeah, that's what you mean. Yeah.
It's gonna be higher, but if you eat well that day, the following day it'll be back down.
Yeah, you just have to eat less sodium.
Mm-hmm. Drink a lot of water, flush it out.
But you gotta keep eating better with low sodium, and that's what we gotta do.
Better. Stop doing all these king crab mukbangs, making her want crabs.
I'm gonna want crabs regardless. I don't care if y'all never do another king crab mukbang.
But every time you see it, you want it. That reminds you what you want.
I do. I'm like, I want some king crab. King crab not even my favorite. I like snow crab.
Snow crab.
But I like it all. Snow crab, king crab, crawfish, lobster, shrimp.
All of that.
I'm from that booth. That's what we ate. We ate seafood.
Well, we running off at the mouth tonight, y'all. This is rare.
Is it?
You ready to wrap it up?
I think we always run off at the mouth. But
you think so?
We gonna wrap it up because we don't have no more food to show y'all. They don't want to see your bones sitting on the thing.
Y'all stop looking at that. Look at us. Thank y'all for joining us for another one. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment, share this video. And we'll see y'all on the next one. T&V Nation out.
Bye.